Great icebreakers. Great icebreakers are open-ended questions. Why is an open-ended question like, "What have you heard about Newbie?" better than a closed one like, "Have you heard about Newbie?" It's all about the psychology. When someone asks you a question, even a stranger, most people feel an unconscious social pressure to respond appropriately. The open icebreaker requires you to pause and usually stop long enough to think of an answer. The closed icebreaker, "Have you heard about Newbie?" can be answered with a yes or no. And so the social pressure to give an appropriate response has technically been resolved without the person needing to engage with you or even stop. Passerbys are more likely to say yes or no and walk on by. Open-ended icebreakers will often feel more awkward to say at first. And yes, technically, they'll probably sound a bit more awkward to the passerby than a closed-ended one. This is also because we tend to overuse closed-ended questions as greetings in many cultures. "Hey, how you doing?" "Oh, how are you?" are questions that we use as greetings. That's why when someone replies to this greeting with a long-winded answer, we are often taken aback. However, the tendency for us to read closed-ended questions as statements is all the more reason to force yourself to use open-ended versions of your questions. A greeting won't usually be enough to get a stranger to stop and talk to you. The slight awkwardness of an open-ended question disappears almost as soon as the person stops to respond. Further, we found that if you aren't weird when asking your question, the other person won't act like it's weird either. It's really all about delivering the question with authentic friendliness. Sure, they are aware that you're a sales rep, but this doesn't affect their willingness to respond if you've delivered your icebreaker with a friendly, conversational tone. They know they're in a space where people are selling stuff, so it's no big surprise when a sales rep talks to them. Put another way, fake it till you make it. Fake saying your icebreakers with confidence till you actually feel confident, which will come much sooner than you think. When brainstorming icebreakers, you will probably have no trouble coming up with closed-ended ones. Open-ended ones might be harder at first. This is perfectly normal. Take those closed-ended questions and find as many ways as you can to turn them into open-ended ones. Closed-ended questions often start with do or have. Try to rephrase them as what, when, or why questions. Have fun with it. Then pick the open-ended questions you say most naturally as your icebreakers. We found the best icebreakers usually result in a response that gives you valuable information about your potential customer. And I did the question like,
"What organization did you come with today?" "Oh, I see from your name tag that you're with Itty Bitty College. What do you do there?"
The answers will give you important information. Let's say your passerby's response is, "Oh, I'm here with teeth whitening over in aisle number 4. Never going to be a customer? Go straight to disengagement and do not pass go. Other great icebreakers use questions that reference something about your product category, or technology. Questions like,
"What have you heard about open source software?" "What course management system do you currently use?"
As we mentioned before, your icebreaker could start out with a generic question like, "What organization are you here with?" Then, after you've gotten an answer, you can follow it up with a product-specific question like, "Oh, what course management system do you guys use?" Then, segue like a master into step 2, the quick intro.
To recap, why use open-ended questions for icebreakers? Open-ended questions create social pressure to respond. They require the passerby to pause and usually stop. Aren't open-ended icebreakers awkward? Yes, open-ended questions feel and sound a bit more awkward. Still, force yourself to use them. If you deliver these icebreakers with authentic friendliness, the awkwardness will go away as soon as your sales conversation begins. Rephrase closed-ended icebreakers as open-ended ones. The best icebreakers result in valuable intel about a customer's identity or product needs.